What matters to Donald Trump is that people think he didn't lose the 2020 presidential election. Or at least that he lost it because someone cheated, broke the law, conspired against him, cast a curse, or launched an attack. He invoked a time machine or Odin or anything else that someone might consider a remotely believable explanation for Joe Biden getting more votes. The important thing is faith, not path faith. Important thing is to get out of burning house, not use right door. Immediately after the election, Trump insisted there was widespread, nefarious actors illegally submitted thousands or millions of votes through various mechanisms. And/or vote counters have been rigged and/or voting machines been hacked and manipulated. All or nothing and Trump actually won, etc. However, it quickly became clear that this was not the case and that the people insisting on this were not people you would want to publicly declare your trust in. So those who want to appeal to Trump supporters and put some distance from his nonsense have created an alternative narrative that the election was rigged against him. Media and social media companies tip the scales. Rules are changed, make it easier to vote. External actors pour money into the election, reduce turnout. Trump has embraced all of this, too, given his fire at all knocks approach. Some of these claims, as in the media, were hand-waving, which had advantage of being difficult to measure. I can't refute the vibrations. Others, like one about how the rules were changing, were based on idea that getting more people to vote was somehow unfair. And then there was the issue of private money going to support election administration. This gained traction largely because it dovetailed with complaints about social media companies. Complaints that they are built on years of poorly founded rhetoric about perceived bias from places like Facebook. Then Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook Meta gives some money to an organization called the Center for Tech Civic Life. And CTCL starts giving money to help run elections in areas that typically vote Democratic. Voila! A new narrative is emerging, Zuckerbucks. For the election, the effort to draw a line from Facebook's perceived bias to votes has always been shaky. After all, 2020 was a uniquely hampered election given the coronavirus pandemic. Electoral systems have been put under pressure due to intense interest in the elections, as well as rules combat the virus and ways expand remote access voting. Moreover, it made sense for Democratic districts to receive grants from CTCL more often, given that these are traditionally places where voting is harder or where turnout has been historically lower. So what is the purpose of shutting down election systems if not to ensure that turnout is not harmed by the unique circumstances and costs incurred in 2020? But the crux of the argument was that this money would lead to turnout increases that would cost Trump victory. New research compiled